Joining us now, Fox News contributor Liz Peek. Of course, they're going to blame the gas station owner, Liz, in California. That's like mom and pop. They think that they want to blame the big oil companies, and that's why gasoline prices, in part, in the state are so high. I digress. How do you see all of this?
I loved it. Gavin Newsom went on X today talking about, oh my gosh, California gasoline prices are $6. They were $5 before all this started, Gavin. Where have you been? The tax on California per gallon is 90 cents. So yeah, California could really help out consumers by rolling that back. They won't do it because they've been on a vengeance tour against fossil fuels and gasoline in particular. They don't want people driving cars. So honestly, Gavin Newsom should be celebrating. This is what they've wanted all this time. They want to shut down driving cars. And it's pretty hilarious because California is a place where everybody drives cars. There's no mass transit in a lot of the big cities. So anyway, look, I think this is the obvious outcome from the Strait of Hormuz problem. Taxpayers or actually consumers are having to now foot the bill of about $140 billion a year extra because of the dollar per gallon increase in gas prices. And obviously, there are a lot of ancillary other costs that are going to show up in freight and shipping charges and all kinds of other things. But this is, I do believe, as Chris Wright continues to say, a temporary phenomenon. So these states, by the way, that are talking about rolling back state taxes for a temporary period, like a month or two, I think that's pretty smart. It's giving consumers some relief in the short run, and the expectation is that it will be resolved. I cannot imagine, Dagan and Brian, that the entire world is going to sit back and let a bunch of terrorists and speedboats shut down the Strait of Hormuz and cause all these economies to go into recession. It's ridiculous.
Liz, I really want to jump to this one because I'm curious to hear what you're going to say about it. So Delta Airlines said, you know what? Normally we help congressmen and women kind of go to the front of the line, I guess, when they're going to the airport. But we're going to stop doing that during this DHS shutdown. Now, who knows? Maybe the shutdown ends soon. Maybe it ends as soon as tonight or tomorrow or something. But I think this is a good move by Delta, maybe long overdue. What do you think?
I think it's a very good move for two reasons. One is, can you imagine the fury that would greet a Delta official or anybody whisking a representative, a congressperson through the line right now when people are having to wait? You know, and what are these people thinking? Can you imagine being in line for 4 hours with a little kid, almost missing your plane? I think it's just it's an atrocity. Frankly, I blame both Republicans and Democrats. They should have fixed this before now. But the other thing that no one's talking about, Brian, you know, I was talking to someone whose kid had just barely made a plane, and the plane was 2/3 empty. Guess what? You keep hearing about everybody missing their planes. A lot of those planes are not getting the load factors that they expected. I would assume the airlines, between higher fuel prices and a lot of empty seats, they must be going crazy right now. So if this is their way of sort of punishing Congress for bad behavior, I say go for it. I think it's absolutely worthwhile.
And Delta's trying to save its name and give itself a little bit of decent PR. If anybody wants to know what happens when these people get escorted past security, go watch online that Nancy Mace video where she threw a hissy fit in the airport when she wasn't greeted at the curb. Yeah, I'll call her out because that was something, Liz. Not how either.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some fake videos, you know, of Congress people like Debbie Wasserman Schultz whisking through, being guided through security lines. But I mean, some of those are old. But the answer is they do this, and it is a courtesy. And I think it's time to maybe let that one go.
All right, Liz Peek, good to see you. We got to let you go now, but thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.